everybody! So excited to finally be sitting down and filming this video because I've been up to here with school, work, everything. I haven't had time for nothing. I don't feel like it. So I'm very excited to finally get to do this. For the longest of time, I had no idea what I was going to film next because, let's face it, I didn't think I was going to get up to 4 videos even posted on YouTube, let alone trying to figure out what to do after that. So after looking at some videos and some pictures on Pinterest, I decided I wanted to do a smoky liner with a smoky eye and a super dramatic lash. And this is the look that I came up with. So if you guys want to see how to create this dramatic, semi-dramatic smoky eye, then just keep watching. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys! Start off by priming the face with the Nivea Men's Post-Shave Balm. You're going to smell like a dude for like 2 seconds, but don't knock it till you try it. This has glycerin in it, so it's going to help your foundation stick to your face. This next step is totally unnecessary, but I'm going to take the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizing Face Primer and kind of just go over the place where I have really bad tendencies to crease and where my pores are larger. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Stick Foundation. This foundation is my absolute favorite right now. I've been obsessed with it for probably the past 2 weeks. It has a beautiful, beautiful finish, and it's not too matte, but it's not too luminous either. For concealer, I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the shade Fair. And as usual, I'm just going to be making triangle shapes under my eyes and also getting the high points of my face to also use this as my cream highlight. Now I'm dampening my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge with some Matte Fix Plus and just going to blend it all out as usual. My Morphe M438 brush, I'm going to be setting my concealer areas with the NYX Blotting Powder in the shade Light 01. Just going to use this big fluffy powder brush from Sigma and the MAC Mineralize Skinfinish Natural Powder in the shade Light Plus and set the rest of my face. Now I'm going to go in with some Scotch tape. No, I do not use Scotch tape for everything, but since we are doing a smoky liner and a smoky eye, this is going to be the easiest way to give you that sharp cat eye effect. And what I'm doing is I'm going to place the bottom of it under the lash line and kind of just take it at an angle back from the corners of my eyes. Taking my Sigma E40 brush, I'm going to be going in with Peaches and Cream, and I'm just going to be putting it all over my lid in no really rhyme or reason. And that's just going to be our transition shade for this look. Again, with any other fluffy brush, just taking Makeup Geek Creme Brûlée, and I'm keeping it mostly in the outer crease, but then as product disperses from my brush, I'm going to be taking it farther in. But this is just kind of going to give us a little bit more depth to our look. Taking the shade Saddle from MAC, I'm going to be using my Morphe M433 brush and doing the exact same process as I just done with the shade before. The dark brown shade I'll be using today is Bada by Makeup Geek, and this one I'm completely focusing in my outer corner and slowly going in. This is what's going to give us the most depth of our look because this is the darkest shade other than black that we'll be using. Also a good idea as you're getting new shades to go back in with the lighter shades you were using and to blend over top. That way you don't get any harsh lines and everything has a really smooth blended look. I'm using a Sigma E30 brush, which is just a pencil brush, and I'm taking the shade Makeup Geek Corrupt, which is a matte black. Any shade that you have that you want to do this with is fine. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of carving out the wing with the shadow before I go in with the gel liner. And I'm creating the effect of the wing, and I'm lightly going to take it in over my lash line, making the most depth of this in the outer corner. Once your outer corners are dark and smoked out how you like, remove your tape. Then you're going to go in with gel eyeliner. I'm using the Maybelline gel liner in Blackest Black, and taking any angled brush you have, you're not really going to draw a wing, but what you're going to do is kind of sharpen up the line that the shadow made. You don't want to lose the smoky effect, you're just kind of going to enhance it, and whenever you're going along your lash line, you're just kind of going to push the gel liner into your lash line instead of really drawing a thick dramatic line. Go back in with my pencil brush and kind of just go over top of the gel liner. I'm not putting any additional product on the brush, but I'm just smudging over top of the gel. For lashes today, I'll be using House of Lashes in Iconic. These lashes are drama. Seriously, the most dramatic lashes ever. They have a beautiful little flick on the end of it, so it kind of enhances the cat eye effect that we're going for. You're going to do the same thing you do with any other lash. You're just going to put the lash glue on the line of the lashes and give it time to get a little bit sticky and tacky, and then just pop them on. Back to the face, we're going to be bronzing our cheeks with the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzer in the shade 20M. And I'm just going to be dusting this over top of my cheekbones and also the temples of my forehead to get ready for my contour. For my contour shade, I'm using my Morphe E4 brush and using the Makeup Geek shade in Bad Habit. This is their warm fair shade. I know it looks kind of dramatic on the camera because my camera was picking up some weird lighting, but you guys, this contour shade, so blendable. Makeup Geek does no wrong. While I finish the rest of my face, I'm going to let my contour bake. I'm just going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder and carving out my cheekbones. For my brows, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills brand new brow definer. You guys, when I tried this out at work, I hated it. I think something was actually wrong with our tester, but this thing is awesome. Literally has chopped the time that it takes me to do my brows in half. It's perfect. Also, if you guys ever want to see a video on how to do your brows or fill them in, just let me know by leaving a comment in the box below. I'm going to finish up my eyes, and what I'm going to be doing is lining my waterline. Whatever black gel liner or waterline liner that you like works just fine. So I'm going to be going in and doing that. Once I have my waterline lined, I'm going to be taking the shade Corrupt on a flat definer smudge brush. This is a Morphe brush, not sure what number, but I'm just going to kind of be pushing that color into my lower lash line and getting ready to smudge it out with a different color. Taking a pencil brush with the MAC shade Saddle that we used earlier, I'm going to be going in and smoking out the lower lash line, kind of just buffing out the black. I like to use two shades so the lines don't look as harsh. I'm going to be highlighting my brow bones and also the inner corners of my eyes using my Morphe E36 brush and the MAC shade Nylon. I went a little bit lighter on blush today since our eyes are so dramatic. I didn't want anything to take away from that. I'm using Makeup Geek Spellbound, and I'm using a Sigma F40, I think it is, brush to apply it. For highlight today, I'm going to be using the new Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder by Hourglass, and this is in the shade Iridescent. I know, I'm not using Champagne Pop, what is life? But I'm using my M501 brush, and I'm taking it over the tops of my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, all the usual. Now I'm just going to be removing my bakage with any kind of powder brush, just kind of smooth it off of there. Going to set my face with MAC Fix Plus before I apply some mascara. I'm just going to be putting mascara on my lower lash lines and barely touching any of it at all to the top lashes because they are so dramatic. For my lips today, I'm just going to be going with a nude pink. This liner is a Sephora brand lip pencil, and I'm not exactly for sure the name of it, but I will link it in the bottom. It's just a nude pink. For my actual lipstick, I'm going in with my latest obsession, which is the Marc Jacobs shade Georgie Girl. I know it's been out forever, but I just picked it up and I am loving it. That does complete this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks!